Yeah. Hey, nah.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how to travel in the military and how to travel on a budget. Hopefully this will be a helpful video for y'all, so stay tuned for that. And let's get started. Okay, so as you all know, you get 30 days of leave in the military every year. And however you decide to use up those leave days is up to you. So let's say you want to say 15 and then in the middle of the year take 15 days of leave, go for it. If you want to wait till the end of the year and take 30 days of leave, go for it. If you want to save up those leave days, and then you can also pay it back to the military. You can sell your leave days whenever you want, but you can only, the trick to this is you can only do that one time. So remember that you can only sell your leave days one time while you're in the military. And a lot of people are wondering, like, how do you travel while active duty? Well, like I said, you would put in leave, you submit a leave packet that has all of your like med pros, it has like all of the documents you need. There's a whole packet for it. And so you submit a leave packet to your unit basically, and they will approve or not approve your leave days depending on what your schedule is looking like for your unit specifically. So it also depends like what time of the year it is. And also, right now, nobody can travel because of the coronavirus. Nobody in the military is allowed to take leave or travel more than like 40 miles it is or something like that. Like, we can't even drive more than 40 miles. Like, so I couldn't even drive an hour away to go to like Austin, Texas or something, like something fun like that because of the coronavirus. So that's unfortunate, but this is besides that. This video is besides the coronavirus for travel in the future for y'all. And also, one thing you should know, if you want to travel overseas, you will need to get a passport to do that. You will need to submit an application. Anybody in the States, you can just go to your local post office and submit an application for your passport. I personally have not done that yet. I need to submit an application for my passport so I can travel outside of the United States. But yes, and all of y'all that are overseas already know about this. You do it differently, I think, but if you're in the States and you want a passport, go to your post office to get your application and submit that. And also, getting your passport takes about 3 to 6 weeks, depending on where in the world you are at, because the embassy, I think it's called, is located in different places around the world. So it just depends where you're located in order to get your passport submitted. Also, I wanted to mention, like, if you are not taking advantage of traveling and you're in the military, you need to take advantage and see this beautiful world that we are living in. Like, go explore, go travel. Like, if you're in Texas, go travel to different cities. If you're in even if you're in like Kansas, go travel to the different places in Kansas, or take leave. What this video is about, take leave and go travel different places in the world. Because if you are not traveling, take advantage of traveling while you're in the military, and you are in the military, you're crazy. You need to travel. Just wanted to put that out there because it is my dream and goal to travel to as many places as possible in my lifetime. And I want the same for all of y'all. So go travel, y'all, for real. I'm just saying. All right, so now I'm gonna give you all my tips for how to travel on a budget. First things first. Okay, so when you are traveling, you are not gonna be spending the majority of your time, hopefully, in your hotel room. So get a nice one, but don't get one that's like so pricey that it's out of your budget, because you're not going to be spending all of your time in your hotel room. You're going to be out exploring the different places that you came to explore at. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Like, don't waste all your money on the hotel room when you could be spending your money out on the attractions that you're traveling to. So that is tip number 1. Also, if y'all don't already know, get Airbnbs. Airbnbs are not pricey at all. They are really low budget. There's an app for it. It's the Airbnb app. Go check it out if you haven't already. and it'll just be a game changer for y'all because it is way less pricey. Because when I was planning my trip for spring break to South Padre, Texas, we were looking at ones that were $120 like in total for each person. $120 for like a whole week for each person. Like, that's crazy. Not pricey at all. Like, that is low budget. So Airbnb is where it's at. All right, y'all. Number 2 is don't pre-book your trips. And the reason for this is because if you pre-book way in advance, like let's say you were planning this trip that's like 4 months in advance and you're not putting your leave in until like 2 months in advance or 1 month in advance or even a couple weeks in advance, your leave may not get approved. And if it doesn't get approved, guess what? You're not going on that trip anymore. So don't pre-book your trips unless it's like totally 100% refundable. Don't pre-book it ahead of time. You can plan for it, but don't actually book it until you know for sure that your unit has approved your leave. Okay? So that is number 2. Also, don't pre-book the things that you are going to do. You can plan for what you're going to do, but don't actually put in money and an actual confirmation booking until you get to your destination. And here's why. When you get there, the first time you get there, you can go around and check out the spots that you actually want to go to the first night you're there or something. And so then you can go ahead and book all of your activities that you plan to do on your trip. So don't pre-book anything until you know for sure, unless it's something like a concert or something that you have to put in your ticket for, obviously. But if you can go around it, if you can go around planning for it and you can plan when you get there, I would say wait and plan until you get there. And things are way cheaper, way lower price on Travelocity. So go to Travelocity.com and you could look at all of the different travel things that they have to provide on there because it is way cheaper, y'all. Check it out. Don't pre-book your activities because once you get there, I'm sure there's going to be a billion, jillion things you want to do if you are in a tourist area, especially. So your ideas might change. So I say just wait and don't spend your time, effort, and money on planning when you could just plan when you get there, and it'll save you time and money. All right, y'all. Number 3 would be to research your location. So Google, YouTube, research. The internet will be your best friend when you are looking up the location you plan to go to when you don't know anything about it. So let's say you're from the States and you want to go travel to Germany or something. Research what there is to do in Germany, the culture. Just endows yourself. Endows, is that a word? Just enlighten yourself about the culture and what there is to do there before you just go on a whim and then you end up not liking it or it doesn't go the way you planned. So that would be for number 3. All right, y'all. Number 4 is Google your flights. So whenever I'm planning to make a trip, whenever I plan to go home or go on a trip anywhere, I Google it. I just type in Google trips to Ohio and then it'll come up. And then it'll show me the prices for the flights. And obviously I want the lowest priced flight to get more bang for my buck, right? So that would be behoove you to go to Google, and that's how I find all my flights, is on Google. The last most recent flight I saw was only $100, y'all. $100 for me to go to Texas to Ohio round trip. So I say Google your flights so you can get the best deal. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, y'all. And a lot of times, y'all, the apps or whatever for your flights will give you the more pricey option first. And it won't tell you which days it's less pricey to go to your destination. So I would say Google because those apps aren't accurate. Also, don't buy a driver or don't buy a freaking rental car, y'all. Ask one of your friends. It'll be way less pricey to drive you to the airport And also, when you get to your destination, Uber might be your best option. I'm kind of scared to say that because Uber has a lot of horror stories with it, but hopefully you could find personal friends and family wherever you're going to drive you around. Like, don't waste your money on a rental car. That would not be your first option. I don't recommend that to be your first option. So do not pre-book your rental car or pre-book a driver. Don't do it. It'll be way more pricey in the end. Just warning y'all. The last thing I wanted to mention was to plan ahead, especially with this coronavirus stuff going on. This is the best time to plan ahead, especially with all this extra time. You can be planning out your trips, booking your trips, all of that fun stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this little how to travel on a budget, how to travel while active duty video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye darlings.
Yeah. Hey,